Did you know that some twins speak their own language and start playing together in the womb? Today, we are going to see 8 interesting things about the lovely twins. Be with us. One. Twins can have different dads and be different races. Okay, twins can be of different ages, but they've got to have the same set of parents, right? It's rare, but it is possible for a woman to release 2 eggs during ovulation and then get impregnated by 2 different men at the same time, also known as heteropaternal superfecundation. In fact, about 1 to 2% of all fraternal twins have different dads. Hilda Hutcherson, MD, clinical professor of obstetrics and gynecology at Columbia University, recently told Today. Heteropteran superfecundation can also be the result of a botched fertilization procedure. In one particularly shocking case, Dutch couple Wilma and Willem Stewart were surprised when they welcomed twin baby boys to the world. One was white and one was black. A year and a half later, the couple discovered that another man's sperm had accidentally been mixed with Mr. Stewart's during the in vitro process. 2. Some twins talk twin language. If you've ever seen 2 young siblings readily conversing in complete gibberish, you likely witnessed idialgiasia, an autonomous language often created and shared between twins. According to research published in the Journal Institute of General Linguistics, about 40% of twins invent their own languages. The researchers believe that super-close siblings, they don't actually have to be twins, but usually are, sometimes use each other as models for learning vocabulary, applying meaning to sounds, even if those sounds are complete nonsense. Usually their special lingo disappears as their vocabulary expands and by the time they start school, but not always. In the book Twin Connections, Stories that Celebrate the Mysterious Bond Behind Twins, authors Denise and Heather Allen, who are identical twins, write, "We speak to each other in a language no one else can understand, nor can we enlighten them. We didn't realize this until we were 6 or 7 years old when someone pointed it out." 3. Twins start bonding in mom's belly. No wonder twins share such an unbreakable bond. They get a head start on the rest of us. Researchers from University of Padova in Italy recently studied 3D ultrasound videos of 5 sets of twins in the womb. When the fetuses were just 14 weeks old, the researchers noticed that the pairs seemed to be reaching out for each other, touching head to head and arm to head. At 18 weeks, they were stroking each other more often and were in physical contact about 30% of the time. Even more phenomenal, the fetuses seemed to be extra gentle when touching around their siblings' eyes, likely because this area is so delicate, the researchers posit. Previous research has noted that twins appear to interact socially with each other just hours after birth, and the University of Padova researchers believe they may just be wired to do so. 4. Identical twins aren't exactly identical. They come from the same egg and look so similar it can be impossible to tell them apart, but anyone who knows a set of identical twins knows that they're actually carbon copies of each other. And researchers are continuing to discover why identical twins aren't quite as indistinguishable as once thought. A recent study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences reported that environmental factors such as dietary habits and chemical exposures, also known as epigenetic effects, cause identical twins to grow dissimilar over time, according to a Live Science article. For example, identical duos may start to look less alike over the years, they can have totally different personalities, and one may wind up with a disease like cancer while the other doesn't. Another study from Duke University found that when one identical twin in his late 70s has Alzheimer's, the other only has it about 40% of the time. 5. One Brazilian town is booming with multiples. The small South American town of Candido Godoy may just be the twin capital of the world. From 1959 to 2008, a whopping 8% of births in São Pedro, one of the town's villages, resulted in twins, compared to less than 1% throughout the rest of the country. What's the reason behind so many doubles? For years, citizens believed there must have been something in the water, according to an article in the New York Times. But recent research by a team of Brazilian geneticists put that rumor to rest. After conducting a series of DNA tests, the researchers found that a hyperovulation gene that makes women more susceptible to conceiving twins runs rampant in the town, likely due to high levels of inbreeding. But Candido Godoy isn't the only place to get noticed for its high twin population. In 2010, Baker High School in Baldwinsville, New York, made headlines when 12 sets of twins graduated at the same time, breaking a Guinness World Record. 6. Twins can affect each other's sleep for years. When they're babies, their middle-of-the-night hunger cries will wake each other up, and even if they don't, you'll probably rouse the sleeping twin when the other wakes up to eat. Even as older kids, even if one twin is bone-tired, she likely won't go to bed if the other one is awake because she doesn't want to miss out on anything her twin may be experiencing. 7. Raising twins gets easier. Having two little ones at once gets smoother later, so hang on through those tricky early days. One upside: parents with kids of different ages have to plan their days around multiple nap schedules and bedtimes, so having two on the same sleep routine is one of the few ways twins can be easier. When they're a bit older, chances are your same-age siblings will turn into built-in best friends who are able to play together and comfort each other. What's more, you can put them in school, camp, and some extracurricular activities together, depending on their interests, without having to shuttle between programs suited for different ages. Also, they'll likely be interested in the same types of shows and movies, eliminating some of those TV time battles, and you'll ideally just have one bedtime to navigate. 8. Twins are born sooner than singletons. Because of extra risks and the simple lack of space, twins tend to be born earlier than singleton babies. In fact, over half of twin pregnancies are born prematurely, earlier than 37 weeks, and the average twin pregnancy delivers at 36 weeks. And even if you make it past those milestones, most doctors will want to deliver no later than 38 weeks, compared to 40 weeks for singleton babies. You can see why. Some doctors told that a twin mom at 32 weeks is already the same size as a singleton mom at 40 weeks. Okay, I think it's enough for today. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.